Gala, what you got to the channel? It's your boy Big Dog back with another one-take review for a film. Today we got one for Bombshell. It's the film that pretty much like sparked, well, I ain't gonna say the film that sparked, but like the story that sparked everything that's kind of you see going on in today's like society with like women coming out and speaking out against men who are sexually harassed them, you know what I'm saying, rape them, however, you know what I'm saying, you want to look at it. And that's pretty much like one of the probably the biggest story is it's just a group of women that Fox News take on Roger Ailes and the toxic atmosphere he presided over a network. And first of all, I think the acting in this thing is really exceptional. Charlize Theron plays Megyn Kelly. I think she does a great job. MargotRobbie, who plays the character Kayla something like Possible or something. It's just her character was a combination of multiple women, you know what I'm saying? And Nicole Kidman plays Gretchen Carlson, who was the first person who came out and speak after she was fired. And it was a lot. I think this thing, only thing is about it looks at the multitude of things, okay? And this looks at like, hey, a lot of these people saying good things about this guy. And you're like, I don't believe he would do something like that. And then you have the others like, well, no, I went through this and like I've had something. All the stories start to be similar, but you don't have anybody who really wants to come out because it's like, you know, once you come out and you say this, because they see what happened to other people once they came out and, you know, or they sued or something. Like, boom, you sued your last boss. Nobody wants to hire you. This is crazy because these people go to school for these fields, and that's pretty much the end of your career right there. You know, nobody wants to hire you anymore after stuff like that, especially going against these big king-like people. And then that's kind of how I look at it. It's like this guy Roger Ailes kind of probably looking at himself like a king. Like, hey, I can do this, and I'm not gonna really suffer no repercussions. I have something these people want. I'm not necessarily saying anything in particular, you know what I'm saying, to incriminate myself. It's just I'm kind of just like leading them a certain way. But there's certain times where he like takes action. And speaking of Roger Ailes, he was played by John Lithgow, who one can argue had the best performance in this film. I think Charlize Theron was great, MargotRobbie was great, Nicole Kidman was great. Definitely not seeing enough people talk about John Lithgow because I think he was very exceptional in this film as well. The way that it's told in kind of like a fourth wall breaking manner. It was like you get to see like what happened to these people's lives. At one point, I thought it was about like Trump, but that plays like a part in the beginning. You start to see how once you go after some of these people for some of the things they've done, these powerful men in certain positions, you get to see what happens to your lives. People start attacking you. People start hating you. You know what I'm saying? People you thought were cool, which are trying to turn their back on you. It's like, hey, you probably should shut up. It's kind of like that. You just shut up. You know, to know your position. You know what I'm saying? Go the way. And to me personally, I like the fact that I like how this film displays the change and the change that happened with this in real life. You know what I'm saying? And more women coming out. It's for people who in power who thought that they can just pretty much run anything and everything. And now those people aren't in those positions anymore, and it makes people think twice about doing stuff like this nowadays. Granted, me personally, nope, I won't speak my. No, I feel like me holding back is a disservice to you guys. Do I think the women that come forward tell the truth? Yes. Do I think every single one of them come forward telling the truth? No. Do I think some of this is propaganda? Yes. Do I believe a lot of these women? Yes. It's just like nobody's always. If I believe everything one person says, that means I should believe everything another person says, and that just isn't possible. You know what I'm saying? So, and just. But I like the way this film displayed it because it actually showed you like the whole them wearing short skirts and shit. I was like, that sounds. It's not gonna say it sounds about right. It's just saying like, oh, if I'm just scrolling me as a dude and I see some legs, it's not gonna really do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But she got some legs, I'm noticed, but I'm not going to stick there and watch it. But you got some people, you might have some of those old guys who get off to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And so they're going to keep the TV down. The fact that he was telling them, they said, like, hey, making sure he making them do spin moves and shit like he was in the NBA, bro, it's crazy. it is, but I like the way it was told, and I granted some of this is exaggerated for film purposes and dramatic purposes, which is just understandable. But I really dug Bombshell. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I was in it like soon as it popped out too. It wasn't a film that it took me a while to get into or anything like that. I think I was in it from the jump, and I really dug this film. So if I'm scoring Bombshell, I have to give Bombshell like a B plus. I enjoyed it. I think more people should see it. I'm gonna continue to sing the praises of John Lithgow because I don't feel like he's getting enough recognition for his performance in this. But like I said, everyone was great, and I thought it was great directing. Like the script, everything about it, I really enjoyed. So yeah, B plus for Bombshell. You guys go check it out. And let me know what you thought about it if you've already seen it, because this movie came out a couple months ago. Not about a month ago or so. You know what I'm saying? Still kind of fresh. So if you haven't seen it, you still got time to go to the theaters and see it. Catch you guys later. Peace.